Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. This is my first video for my new channel direction. I've had this channel for a little bit, and it was originally intended to be a family channel for me, my two daughters, and my husband. But just life had a lot of lifing that happened, and a lot of things went on, and that channel never really took off. It was never something that I could put my energy into, and just basically a lot of stuff happened, and it wasn't a priority. And now that I'm in a place of wanting to create a channel again, I'm just in a different season of life and in a different place in life, and a family channel no longer feels like the direction that I want to go. So that being said, let me start off by introducing myself. My name is Ashley Allums. I am a nurse. I am, of course, a wife and a mother of two. I homeschool my children. I am an aspiring entrepreneur, and I am wanting to be a content creator. And so that is why I'm here. A little bit more about me and this channel and why I want to create it, and the direction that I'm going in is I have been suffering with lupus and rheumatoid arthritis and other chronic health issues that have really just down, just made my life a living hell, and it's still currently making my life a living hell. And I have experienced some major losses in this last couple of years, and all of that has just taken a huge toll on my mental health, not only my physical health as well, right, because of the chronic health issues. And that caused me to go into a very, 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 very dark depression, and it lasted a long time, and I'm not fully out of it. I'm out of it in the sense of not I'm out of it in the sense that I can function, and that I no longer just think about like dying or letting myself die or anything like that. Like, I just am in a place of hope, in a place of just optimism, and in a place of wanting to put in the work to make sure that I never really get back to that place, because that was a dark and very scary place, and I never want to be there again. And I want to make sure that I am healthy physically and mentally for myself first, but also my family, so that I could be the wife and mother that I want to be with my kids, and also still live the life that I want, even though I have these limitations and these restrictions and things like that. So that is why I am changing the dynamic of this channel, why I want to create this channel. I feel like it is an important message, and I feel like it's just an important thing for me to do, because I feel like at my darkest, I didn't have the support system and the community that I needed, right? I had my husband, and he's amazing, and he was great, and he still is my rock and everything, but he can't relate to really anything, honestly. Like, I'm just being real. We are completely different people. We grew up completely different ways. We have completely different families. Like, there's nothing that I have been going through in the last couple of years that that my husband can really relate to. And so while he's willing, able, and he's there to be my support system and my rock, there's still something missing, and there was still something that I needed more of, right? And it's hard to find that in your current friends and current family that aren't experiencing the same things, that have never experienced the same things that you're going through, or maybe even that they don't really give a right? They don't care, because the reality is there's a lot of people who don't have family and friends. They don't have a village, and they don't have a community of people that have their back. And so that was me in multiple senses, right? And so I wanted to create a community for women that are dealing with mental health issues, physical health issues, chronic health issues, right? Somewhere where people get it. Like, they get it. They understand the struggle, that they're not judgmental. They understand why your house is a mess, or they understand why you're unable to keep a job or whatever, because they know what you're going through. They've been there, they've done that, or they're experiencing it at the same time as you. So that is why I'm making this channel. I want to build this community. I want to have a village of my own. I want to be a part of a village for other women. And so that's really, in a nutshell, while I'm making this channel. So this is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, but I've been putting it off because of health. Honestly, well, I was taking care of my mom and then my health, right? So just a lot of life got in the way. And I terrified, right? Imposter syndrome, like, who am I to try to be a community for somebody or try to help other people in their dark season of life when I'm still struggling with my own dark season of life, right? I'm still on this roller coaster of some days I'm optimistic and I'm like, oh, life is amazing. Thank you, God, for the sun, right? And then the next thing you know, I am wiped out by a damn weather change or a storm and I'm in bed and now I'm crying, I'm in pain, I'm having, all these doubts. I think that I'm going to die because sometimes it just feels like death, like this got to be it, right? And I'm just like, don't have the confidence that maybe I could translate what it is that I want to do in a way that resonates with other women or other people, right? Because I'm also going through it. And so there's also that fear of, can I be consistent enough to show up for these people? Is this going to affect my health? I had to quit a couple of jobs because I can't physically show up as a nurse for these patients. I can't lift you. I can't, if I can't walk today, hell, I can't help you walk today. You know what I'm trying to say? And so, that type of fear and doubt started to play into my heart. So I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. But there is something in me that just says, you are not alone, Ashley. There are people out here that need to hear your story, that need to hear your voice. I have been told when I've shared parts of my story before that it has inspired people, it has helped people, and people felt that they were alone until I said something and they DM'd me and said, man, I understand. I feel the exact same way, right? And so that is the stuff that I'm trying to hold on to and I'm trying to use to help me to be brave enough to go ahead and just step out and just go ahead and do it. And the funny thing is I have created multiple videos to post on YouTube. I've created them, and for whatever reason, I've stopped. You don't even understand how many videos I have on my computer, on my phone, or whatever, and nothing ever feels right, or there's always this perfectionism attitude, even though we all know, if anybody knows me, and y'all don't know me yet, but when you get to know me, I'm not a perfectionist, okay? Get it done, right? And so I don't understand where that comes from. It's simply just fear. It's fear of the unknown. It's fear to step out on faith. It's fear to follow that calling that I've had, and the fact that I have failed at a couple of business opportunities or ventures or whatever, and I've had to put other things on hold because of my health or whatever, and that all plays a part, and it plays a part in your mental health. It messes with you, right? And so I have definitely been wanting to do this, but unwilling to do it out of fear of what does that look like, and also not fully having the entire picture. I'm a person that likes to plan 10, 20 years in the future, right? And it's like, you can't start there. And so that has been a block for me. And so I'm shooting this video today to say, you know what, I'm gonna show up the way that I am. I'm gonna show up however I look. I'm going to show up in the moment that I can, and I'm going to show up as often as I can. I'm not going to set rigid schedules for myself. I'm going to allow myself flexibility and to flow creatively and inspirationally, right? Like whenever I feel motivated and inspired by something, I want to share it, whether or not I have this bonnet on, whether or not my house is aesthetically pleasing to everyone. I know there's going to be a lot of judgment and things like that, and it is what it is, because these motherfuckers gonna judge regardless. Like, I could literally be perfect, they'll judge. I could do nothing, they'll judge. I could do everything, they'll judge. So at this point, it's about me doing this for me, right? Not for monetary value or anything. I'm doing this to try to save my life. Okay, I need something positive to work on, something that means something to me, something that just has a high value, right? And I absolutely love to help people. I didn't become a nurse for the paycheck. I became a nurse. I mean, don't get me wrong. we all need some money, right? But I didn't become a nurse just because I could make money. I became a nurse because I love, really truly love to help people. I love to be somebody that people look to when they're at their worst moments. You know, anybody can help somebody that's already successful, making money or healthy or whatever. Like, it's easier, right? I like to help people that feel like they have nowhere else to go, they have nothing else that they can do. That speaks so much to my heart and to my spirit. And so being sick and not being able to physically go out and do that work, do the things that I would normally do to try to help people, it messes with me. So this is a way that I can feel that I am making an impact on people, that I could feel that I am doing something that's going to make a difference in someone's life as well as my own. Because like I said multiple times already, the reality is I am still in and out of the dark place. I am still trying to keep myself motivated, keep myself from sinking back in. And I am like literally trying to save my own life physically and mentally. And so I decided I'm just going to show up. I'm just going to do it. The people who resonate with my content will find it. The people who this is for will get it. And the people that don't just won't, and they wasn't going to anyway. So it wasn't nothing I could do for you. No way, right? So I'm doing this for me. I'm going to try to save my own life. I'm going to document that journey. And hopefully in the process, I may be able to save another life. You know what I mean? I may be able to be that shoulder for somebody. I may be able to be that comfort for somebody, or that motivation. So what does this channel look like as far as content goes? It will evolve. I'm positive everything will change. We'll see how things go. But ultimately, there are 3 areas in my life, and really that I believe in everyone's life, where struggle and conflict and just shit be happening, right? And that is environment, physical health, and mental health. So those are the 3 areas that I know for me are the biggest things that are holding me back, are keeping me stuck. And so I want to do as much work as I can for that. There are some things that I'm doing as far as for my physical health. There's some holistic doctors that I'm talking to. I'm no longer just sticking with traditional medicine or anything, because it ain't working. It ain't working, and they don't care. And I don't have time to sit here and let these doctors just watch me wither away and die without fighting for my life by myself. Like, I got to do this stuff on my own. So there are things that I'm looking into as far as diet changes, lifestyle changes. I'm working with functional medicine doctors, looking at holistic practices, as well as continuing with traditional medicine, because it has a place, right? But I just don't feel like it's the whole picture. So there are things that I will be trying with that, and that I want to document that journey. So if there is something that I feel like is working, you guys can see maybe you might have some of the same issues that I'm having, and that may help you being able to do, just give reviews and just show in the process of that, right? And then also the same thing goes with my mental health. I do have a therapist that I see regularly, and that helps. But once again, there's only so much that can be done in an hour a week, or 90 minutes a week, or whatever that looks like. And there's only so much damn money that you can pay for that stuff when you're not working, when you're living in a 1 income household, So that being said, there are a lot of things that my therapist tells me all the time that I do an abnormal amount of self-work and self-reflection work outside of therapy and outside of sessions and outside of the homework that she gives me. Or she may give me homework and I may not like that homework because it don't resonate with me. And so I usually will find a way to do the homework, but in a way that makes sense to me, and in a way that actually helps me, or I feel like it helps me. And she always gives me praise about that. And so I thought about that with her sharing how many people really don't do the work outside of therapy sessions, and sometimes, hell, not even inside of therapy sessions, right? So I decided that I wanted to try to bring some of those things out and show people what those things look like that I do for myself, and maybe that'll help. So just things like that that I'm going to be trying. Lifestyle changes, like I said, I had started gardening, trying to bring in my own food as much as possible, making things from scratch, really just trying to stay away from processed foods and stuff like that. So that is for mental and physical health, right? And my environment. We bought this house about 6 years ago, and it been 6 years, yeah, almost 6 years ago, and we bought it as a fixer upper. It's an old home built in '84, so we bought it knowing that it was going to be a fixer upper. Now this was kind of at the height of our finances, at the height of our energy, and when I wasn't sick, my mom wasn't sick, right? But I promise you, I don't know, I need to like bless this house or something, because I promise as soon as we moved in, it wasn't nothing but fuck shit right after, right? So being here, we moved in, we tore out a wall, we tore up the kitchen, we tore up the floors, thinking we finna DIY, right? We're finna DIY, we're gonna get this done because me and my husband love to do stuff like this. Nope, no. I mean, I was without a kitchen, like a full kitchen, for like 3 years, and I'm still my kitchen still ain't done. Like, things in this house are still not done. We still don't have flooring in most of the house because we ripped it all up. We have 3 dogs, and it was all carpet. This was a rental, and it was disgusting. And we thought we would get to it faster, right? So, and plus we're an all or nothing family. So if I can't have exactly what I want, then I won't take anything until I could get it. And I've learned now that I need to change that, because my environment really does play a huge role in my mental health, and just how I feel daily, and just being motivated, and just feeling at peace. And I realize now how much environment impacts those things. So I will be doing, decorating my house, cleaning my house, because let me tell you something, it needs a scrubbity dub. Like, the whole thing needs to be scrubbed from top to bottom, and we've already started, doing those things that you really don't get to too often. And when you really do, like, cleaning the walls, cleaning the doors, and I mean, I'm sure some of you are like, well, I clean my walls. Okay, but you had energy to, right? I didn't have the energy to clean my walls, right, during this period of time. So now I need to break out the soapies, and get it scrubbing. So those are things that I'll be doing. Decorating, like I said, renovating. We already did some stuff, so some of the content it will be, from when we pulled it out originally. We replaced the load-bearing wall ourselves and stuff like that. So just trying to make this house something that I want to live in. One of the things that I told my therapist when I was at the height of my sickness, and I was like depressed, and I'm like, dude, my house is ugly, it's unfinished, there ain't no floors, there's studs and shit everywhere. I don't have no walls. Like, if I'm a die, am I really gonna go out in an undecorated ass, unfinished ass, ugly house? Like, that's where I go out, And so, it's funny, and we laughed about it, and it did bring a smile to my face, but it's the reality that I was thinking of. Like, I walk out of my bedroom and I'm like, ugh, who wants to do that in their house? So that is going to be a big part of what I'll be doing on this channel. So if you think that this content could be for you, you think this could help you, please, feel free to stick around and subscribe. And if you don't think it's for you, I understand. I'm not for everybody, and that's okay. But I would like to help motivate you if I can. I would like your support in cheering me on my journey, and helping me heal myself, and get to a level of peace, and just balance and harmony that I need. Also, if you want to do more than just watch these videos, if you want to actively do the work, if you want to have access to some of the workbooks and things like that I create for myself, then think about joining my Facebook group. It's Out of the Dark Place on Facebook. And yeah, join there, because that is where we're going to really be doing the work. It's a small group. I don't need it to be a million people in there. I just need women that want to work, that want to support each other, that want to put in the work to understand and overcome their challenges. So if that's you, go to Facebook and join Out of the Dark Place. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I need to say in this video? So yeah, I think I pretty much said it all. It might be a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. So I hope that you guys will stick around. I hope that you find value in this content. I hope that you guys will send prayers and just positive energy to me and on my journey. And yeah, I hope that this helps you guys, and I look forward to getting started and just doing it, just going for it. If it's a video that needs to be edited, it may or may not get edited, right? I'm gonna post it anyway, and I'm gonna do that until I feel like I have showed up in a way that makes sense for me and proves that I got this and I can do this. So I hope you'll be a part of my journey. I wish you guys luck on your own journeys. Please share below if that's something that if you're on your own healing journey or your own peace walk or whatever you want to call it. Let me know, okay? So sending you all love, light, and positivity. Bye.